Hi, everybody. Welcome to Aran English Online. As it was requested by some of you, in today's video, I'm going to teach you some advanced words in English. One of the best way to sound more fluent when you are speaking English is to use advanced words rather than simple words. In this video, I'm going to teach you some advanced words so that you can avoid using the word very. In addition, we'll practice these words in sentences while we learn the rules of linking, which means connecting words together so that you can improve your accent. Okay, now let's practice changing some simple words into advanced words. Number one, very interesting. Instead of saying very interesting, you can simply say fascinating. Fascinating. Number two, very open. Instead of saying very open, you can simply say transparent. Transparent. Thank you for being transparent with me. Number three, very honest. Very honest. Instead of saying very honest, you can say straightforward. Straightforward or frank. And we'll practice this as soon as we finish our 10. Okay? Number four, very poor. Very poor. Instead of saying very poor, you can say destitute. Destitute or impoverished. Impoverished. They mean exactly the same thing. Okay? Number five, very rich. Very rich. Instead of saying very rich, you can say well off, well off, or prosperous, prosperous, and probably wealthy. That's another one you can use. Number six, very scared, very scared. Instead of saying very scared, you can say petrified, petrified, or terrified, terrified. Okay. Number seven, very angry, very angry. Instead of saying very angry, you can simply say indignant, indignant, or enraged, enraged. Number eight, very intelligent. Instead of saying very intelligent, you can say brilliant, brilliant. Okay. Number nine, very big, very big. Instead of saying very big, you can say gigantic, gigantic, or enormous, enormous. Okay. Number 10, very crowded, very crowded. Instead of saying very crowded, you can simply say cramped, cramped, or jam packed, jam packed. Okay, now here comes the important part. Remember, everything that you learn, you have to practice. We are going to practice these words in sentences and we'll try to sound as natural as possible. Okay, number one, very interesting. The advanced word for very interesting is fascinating. Fascinating. For instance, instead of saying, I had a very interesting story, you can say, I had a fascinating story. I had a fascinating story. Number two, very open. The advanced word for very open is transparent. Transparent. For instance, instead of saying, thank you for being very open with me, you can say, thank you for being transparent with me. Number three, very honest. The advanced word for very honest is straightforward. Straightforward. For instance, instead of saying he gave very honest responses, you can say he gave straightforward responses. He gave straightforward responses. Number four, very poor. Very poor. The advanced word for very poor is impoverished. Impoverished. For instance, instead of saying we drove through a very poor neighborhood, you can say we drove through the impoverished neighborhood. We drove through the impoverished neighborhood. Number five, very rich. The advanced word for very rich is well-off or prosperous. Prosperous. And probably you know wealthy. That's another one you can use. So let's talk about well-off. Instead of saying she comes from a very rich family, you can say she comes from a well-off family. She comes from a well-off family. Prosperous. Instead of saying this is a very rich city, you can say this is a prosperous city. This is a prosperous city. Wealthy. Wealthy. Wealthy is an advanced word for very rich. For instance, instead of saying we belong to a very rich community, you can say we belong to a wealthy community. We belong to a wealthy community. Number 6, very scared. The advanced word for very scared is petrified. Petrified. Instead of saying some people are very scared of snakes, you can say some people are petrified of snakes. Some people are petrified of snakes. Number 7, very intelligent. Very intelligent. The advanced word for very intelligent is brilliant. Brilliant. For instance, instead of saying my professor is very intelligent, you can say my professor is brilliant. My professor is brilliant. Number 8, very angry. Very angry. The advanced word for very angry is indignant. Indignant. For instance, instead of saying a very angry customer complained about the bad advice, you can say the indignant customer complained about the bad advice. The indignant customer complained about the bad advice. Number 9, very big. The advanced word for very big is gigantic. Gigantic. For instance, instead of saying the storm on the ocean created a very big waves, you can say the storm on the ocean created a gigantic waves. The storm on the ocean created a gigantic waves. Number 10, very crowded. The advanced word for very crowded is cramped. Cramped. For instance, instead of saying he doesn't like to be in a very crowded elevator, you can say he doesn't like to be in a cramped elevator. He doesn't like to be in a cramped elevator. Keep learning new vocabulary. As soon as you learn a new word, create your own sentences and practice connecting words together and stress the key words. You're gonna feel a lot more confident about your English. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.